What's going on, everybody? This is Brian Mazik of the Fight Guys, and I'm also a Forbes contributor. And we got to talk about something that I consider a bit serious. I'm a guy, I'm a man, I'm a boxing fan, and I think that your word kind of has to still mean something. Even in boxing, we know boxing's a dirty game. But let's talk about Jaime Munguia. Now, you've seen Jaime Munguia out here. His name is being mentioned as a potential opponent for Gennady Golovkin, Canelo Alvarez. And we obviously know that there's a nice, sizable payday attached to potentially having those fights. Now, Munguia has not yet had a fight at 160 pounds, even though most people believe that that's where his future is. I talked about him potentially fighting Golovkin in a previous video. Didn't think that's a good idea. You can check out that video separately from this. And I have pretty much the same idea and concept about him fighting Canelo Alvarez. But let's take a step back for a second. Jaime Munguia's last fight was against Dennis Hogan. That fight, Munguia, let's say he was fortunate to make it out of that fight with a decision victory. I believe it was a majority decision win over Dennis Hogan. I think everyone can, agree. Whether or not you thought he won or you thought he lost, and I personally thought he lost. Whether or not you thought he won or lost, everybody can agree that he didn't look great in that fight. I think he knew he didn't look great in that fight. His camp knew he didn't look great in that fight. And how do we know this? Because immediately after the fight, Jaime Munguia's camp and his people and Jaime Munguia himself agreed to give Dennis Hogan a rematch. They didn't do it just in the ring. They did it in the dressing room after the fight as the two sides congratulated each other and were more than cordial. So I'm not just pulling this out of the air. How do I know it happened? Because I have proof. Check it out.
100% Fernando, we do a rematch.
I would love to do a rematch. I would love to. It's a fun fight to watch.
Great fight, man. My respects. Great fight.
He's gonna turn to you.
Sir. My respects. Great fight. We do a rematch. Yes. You deserve it. Yes.
Thank you. Good fun.
Rematch?
Yeah. Thank you.
So, where's that rematch with Dennis Hogan? And don't get me wrong. I know that Dennis Hogan has not yet established himself as this household name and all of these different things, and he may not have this persona that screams, hey, this is a huge payday. But Jaime Munguia him and his camp are plotting to move ahead with his career, which is totally understandable. Moving ahead to take on these humongous fights that he may or may not even be ready for. But meanwhile, you didn't definitively beat Dennis Hogan. Many can argue you didn't beat him at all. And you promised him a rematch and just completely turned your back on that. And from my understanding, are not even communicating with Dennis Hogan's team anymore. Out of sight, out of mind, or what's going on with Jaime Munguia and his team. This is not a good look for a guy establishing himself as the next great Mexican fighter. It's just not a good look. This is not the way Canelo built his reputation. This is certainly not the way Julio Cesar Chavez built his reputation. And this is not the ideal way for Jaime Munguia to build his. I appreciate you watching as always. God bless and peace.